Hi guys, it's Sherry. I hope that you're having a fantastic day. Y'all, let's have some fun paper crafting. Stay tuned. Welcome to my channel. I am so thankful that you are choosing to spend a portion of your day with me. And for those of you who just spent Christmas in July with me, thank you so much. And for those of you who joined because of Christmas in July, welcome. Today we're going to take an idea from some of you and put it to the test. Normally I craft these using chipboard, but some of you who don't have chipboard, but you watched the crafting with gift box series that I was doing, quite a few of you wanted to know if the gift box material was the same as chipboard. It is not. Chipboard is a much denser material, it's firmer than the gift box, and chipboard is what I will always prefer to use when I'm crafting something that I want to have longevity, such as a keepsake box or a mini album for a baby or family and friends. And I will always use chipboard as the material for those projects because I love the longevity of it. But if you have watched any of the crafting that I have done with gift box tops, then you will know that there is a place in our craft for these. And like a lot of things that were intended for a certain purpose, we as crafters can find many ways to repurpose those, and that's what we're going to do today, because I did get many questions asking whether or not the gift box tops could be used as book covers or journal covers. And the answer to that is yes, they can. Now, they don't have the firmness of a chipboard cover, but they are a suitable cover for these items, and that is what we're going to make today. So for everyone who had that question or suggestion, thank you so much. And for those of you who are sending me suggestions, ideas, or requests, what I do when I'm looking at those is I look for the ones that will appeal to the masses. If it is an individual request where you are giving me measurements for something that you need, unfortunately, that's not something that I would consider making on the channel because it's individual specific and not for the masses. So if you have an idea that will appeal to the masses, go ahead, leave it in the comments. I can't promise that I will do all of them, but I will go through and choose out the ones that I feel truly have mass appeal. So back to this sweet little notepad holder. Y'all know what time it is. It's time to make it. All right, y'all, so here's what we're going to need to make today's project. I have a 150 sheet 4x6 notepad, and I get these from the Dollar Tree, but I believe that these can be found in many places. And then I have a liner piece that measures 8 3/4 by 5 7/8. I have this beautiful 12 by 12 decorative cardstock. And then finally we have our box top, and this measures 14 by 9. And it's the medium-sized box top that you can get from the Dollar Tree. They sell them 11 inches long, 14 inches long, and 17 inches long. And this is the 14 inch by 9. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut this in half, and that way I'll be able to make 2 journal covers from one 11 by 14 box top. And then I am going to take this apart. I'm going to put it in my cutter, and I want to cut a piece that is 9 by 6 1/8. So I am just trimming this to 9, and then I'll trim it this way to 6 1/8. Okay, so once we have it trimmed to 9 by 6 1/8, I am going to go ahead and just tape this. You can run it through your sticker maker if you have one. If you don't have a sticker maker, you can take some adhesive spray and spray it. Or you can do as I'm doing here, which is taping. And I'm taping because the tape just happened to be out from another project, so I just decided to go with it. So I'm just going to get my tape nice and stuck, and then I'll peel away my tape backers. And I would say that the gift box probably has the weight and feel of a standard cereal box. So if you wanted to give this the firmness of chipboard, I would actually double up at least 2 pieces of this. Me personally, I would triple stack it to get the consistency of a medium weight chipboard. So now I'm going to bring in this beautiful paper, and it has wonderful gold foiling through it. And it is from the Hobby Lobby Paper Studio collection. It is one of their specialty papers. It's $1.99 if you don't buy it on sale. When they have the Paper Studio on sale, you can get this for $1 a sheet. So I'm going to take this piece and just place it down. And then I'm going to trim away my excess. And I'm going to save this piece because we'll use it later. And I'll trim away that side. And I'm going to flip this over, get it nice and stuck. And y'all, isn't that paper just gorgeous? So I'm going to take my stylus and just score around the edges to create a score in the paper. This will help if you have a paper that tends to crack. It won't necessarily stop the paper from cracking, but it might help to minimize the severity of the crack. So now I can take this, I'm going to stand it up. I'll just train the paper to fold where I've done those scores. Then I'm going to take my finger blade and I am going to do a miter cut. So I'll angle in here at the corner and here. And what I'm doing is I leave just enough paper so that when I fold over, we have that nice professional fold. And then we're going to take this part and just fold it over. So I am going to use my tape runner for this, and I'm just going to lay down some tape on all 4 sides. And I'll take this piece and I'm just going to fold it over. Folding over all of my pieces. And then I'll come back with my big old spatula and get that nice and stuck. And then I'm going to take my liner piece, and the liner piece measures 5 7/8 by 8 3/4. And we'll put adhesive on the back and put it down on our paper just like that. So again, I am going to do mine with tape because that's what I have out. If you have a nice quality glue stick, you can use that. You can use your tape, you can use your spray adhesive, sticker maker, however it is you want to get yours applied. I am just using this tape because it happens to be here. Once I have the back taped, I will just peel away those backers and we'll place this down. And like I said, I'm using this tape because it happened to be out. If you don't want to use tape on yours because it takes a lot of tape to cover that, use whatever it is you have access to. So now I'm going to take this and place it down. And guys, I'm actually standing for this part because I want to make sure I get that placed down as straight as I can. Bring in my big old spatula to make sure I have a nice stick on this. And now we're going to do the scoring. So I'll come in on the 9-inch side and score at 4 1/8. Then I'll rotate it to the opposite 9-inch side and score at 4 1/8. Then, because this is a little bit thick, I am just going to flip it and score at 4 1/8 again on the opposite side and rotate it and score at 4 1/8. And now I'll take my big old spatula and just use it to help me bring that fold up. And I'll do it on this side as well. And now I'll just take this and just give it a good little pinching. Place it down. Use my big old spatula just to make those folds do what it is I want them to do. And now, y'all, we have the sweetest little book jacket. Isn't that just absolutely gorgeous? And you can see that gold throughout. This is so pretty. So if you have a chance to pick up any of those specialty papers from Hobby Lobby, give them a try, because I found that they work very well on my projects. So now we're going to take this scrap piece that we had left and we're going to cover the front of our notebook. So this is 4 by 6 and I need to trim this to 4 inches. So I'm going to place it in my cutter. And I'm going to trim it to 4. And then I'm just going to trim off some of the excess. I'm actually going to trim it to 8 1/2. And again, I'm going to use my tape because that's what I have handy. And as I've said previously, if you don't want to use tape, you don't have to. You can use whatever works for you. I just happen to be using my tape, but because I'm using tape, it doesn't mean that you have to use tape. And so I'll peel away my tape backer. I'm going to bring in my notepad. I'm going to take it and I'll place it down so that I have it matched at the bottom and on the sides, and then I'll just take my finger and guide it down. Then I'm just going to trim away at an angle here on the back side. And then I can fold over the top. And now we have this beautiful little notepad that we can put right here on the inside. So this time I'm just going to take some glue, place some glue right here at the top and down towards the bottom. Just make sure I have enough glue on there to get that stuck. Now I can take this and put it down. And then when I have it nice and even, I'll use my big old spatula to go in and get that stuck. And isn't that lovely? So when you open it, if you wanted to, you could actually add a pocket to this side, but I'm not. I am going to put just a little saying here on the top and on the outside, and we're going to call it a wrap on this beautiful covered notepad. I'm going to use one of the stickers that I got from the Dollar Tree. And this one says, cherish every memory, love every moment, embrace every possibility. And I think that is super sweet. And I think the colors of it work very well with my sweet little notebook. And then here on the inside, I have this cut apart that says, always choose happy. And I have a scrap piece of pink. So I'm just going to place just a little bit of glue on this. The cut apart is 3 by 4. I'm going to take this and put it down. Use my big old spatula to get that nice and stuck. Then I'll take my scissors and I'm going to cut straight across, and I'll cut here. If you need it to be more exact, put it in your trimmer. Otherwise, just grab those scissors and cut. I'm going to take my glue, add some glue to the back. I'll take this And we're going to put it down right there. So now when you open this beautiful little notepad, you're going to have a message that tells you to always choose happy. And there we have the sweetest little covered notebook. It all started with a Dollar Tree gift box top and a Dollar Tree notepad. From one 11 by 14 box top, you're able to make two 4 by 6 notebooks. Let's bring that first one back in so that you can see all of this goodness. But I did make this video because I got numerous requests asking if you could actually use this in place of chipboard to make a notebook cover. And the answer to that is yes, you most certainly can. So guys, I hope that you have liked this video, and I hope that it has inspired you. If you have liked the video, please hit the like button. If you are not a subscriber to my channel, I would love to have you join this amazing online crafting family. You guys, as always, please be safe, be kind, happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.